Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuning in live to the Griffin Sports Network for the ladies' varsity soccer game between the Scottsdale Prep Spartans and the Glendale Prep Griffins. I'm Phil Wiebe, and I'm joined tonight by Miss Robin Roiger.
Good evening.
And the captains have just conferred at center field. Don't know the results of the toss yet, but we will shortly, as the time clock has just stopped. And I believe we will at some point have the national anthem and the starting lineups as well.
GP Varsity, if you'll read the Scottsdale.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello and welcome back. We are in the middle of the Scottsdale Prep Spartans starting lineup. And now we will have Miss Robin Roiger with the GP Griffins.
Starting lineup for the Glendale Prep Varsity girls. Number 9, freshman Rosie Air. Next, we've got junior midfielder number 11, Claire Cannon. Goalkeep, junior Faith Dupree.
Senior, number 2, Madeline Foreman.
Senior,
number 3,
defender Madeline Foreman.
freshman, number 6, Caitlin Cantor.
Freshman, midfield striker Caitlin Cantor.
Senior, number 30,
Junior,
Damilola Oyalakin.
midfielder Brianna Cantor. Senior defender
Number 5,
Damilola Oyalakin.
Marshall.
Freshman midfielder Ariana Marshall.
Number 8, Zoe Rich.
And sophomore number 8, Zoe Rich.
Number 10, Diane Scully.
Sophomore striker midfielder Diane Scalise.
And let's not forget number 19, Isabella Ferris,
All right.
who will be representing GP on defense. All right, Ms. Roiger, so you've coached with this team for several years. Tell me, how many seniors departed since last year? Who graduated? Did we lose 6 seniors from this team?
We did. We lost 6 seniors. All of them were high-performing players. So they're definitely going to have to rebuild after that loss. But we are led this year by 3 seniors. Damilola Oyalakin, who says here she's a striker, so that's a difference from last year. That'll be exciting to see.
She was on D last year, right?
She was playing defense last year. And then we have senior Madeline Foreman, or Maddie Foreman.
Also defense, right?
Also defense. And then Isabella Ferris, or Izzy Ferris. So, those are solid players. The freshmen and sophomore are looking really good this year. I believe we should see a lot of good from them.
And strong junior player Claire Cannon, of course, returns.
Of course, yes. We watched her a little bit, and she played a little bit earlier tonight in the junior varsity team game, and just looked phenomenal. Head coach of the girls varsity, let's see.
It should be on the back, I think. It might have gotten cut off.
I think his name is Robert
Ramsey, right? Yeah.
Right.
Coach Ramsey with assistant coach, GP's own Stephen Fuller. And it looks like another assistant coach here.
Brooke Junt.
And so last year we had a winning season, right? And ended up in, how does it work in our division? Is there a playoff round, or is there a tournament at the end of the season? What's the postseason look like?
Right, there's playoffs. There's a playoff game, which if you are in the top 15 or so, they'll let you do a playoff game. We narrowly missed that.
Right, it was the last ranking was what eliminated us from that, right?
Right.
Okay.
We played a very solid game and beat, I think it was Sedona, but they still ranked slightly higher than us and went off to playoffs.
I remember that. That was a good game.
So this year, or every 2 years, the AIA switches up the teams that you play. So the last 2 years we played different teams, and they'll play this year and next year.
So is Scottsdale Prep one of our traditional competitors?
They are.
They are.
They stayed in our bracket. I don't know if this is a regional game or not, honestly.
Because this is the first regular season game.
Right.
But no word on whether they're whether they're in or out of division, right?
Right.
And how have we historically performed against Scottsdale Prep here?
We're matched up with them pretty well. One of my flaws is I cannot remember soccer games.
All right. And
That's
it looks
probably
like
why I'm not coaching anymore.
the Lady Spartans looks like they won the toss and will start with possession. Who should we be watching on the GP team as potential up-and-comers here?
Well, I guess we'll have to see. Rosie had a really good junior varsity game earlier today at 3:30.
That's right.
Ari Marshall is just phenomenal.
She's also a freshman player this year.
Yes. I think the thing that's so remarkable about her is her calm demeanor on the field. It's unbelievable. Most freshmen get frazzled. They make mistakes. That makes them more frazzled. She's just as calm as ice out there.
Here's Kate Anderson on the throw, also a freshman. Back to Marshall.
That was Zoe Rich.
Oh, that wasn't? I'm sorry.
Nope,
For some reason I thought that was Kate Anderson. Is Kate Anderson playing in the varsity game tonight, or was she just in the JV earlier?
She's in JV, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and that's what really is exciting is that 16 people, right, are on JV. There's so much depth here. good. Zoe Rich on the outside, sophomore. She's a homeschooler.
That's right.
She started playing last year. She's also does track for GP. Phenomenal athlete. Her family has played sports for GP a long time. Ari Marshall in the middle again, out to Claire Cannon. Beautiful pass back, up and over. That's for Rosie, if Rosie can get there. And passed out of bounds.
All right, looks like GP will throw in deep in Spartan territory.
Claire taking the throw in. Ari, back to Claire. It's Ari's. She wins the tackle, good. Back to Bree. Bree out to Claire. Claire chips it in, but does not make it to number 6.
That's Caitlin Cantor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
Brianna Cantor's younger sister, also a freshman.
Right.
Brianna Cantor, one of our junior homeschooler players, right?
There's some debate about that. I think she's at school, but I might be wrong.
Okay. In any case, she wears our jersey.
Yes.
She's a Griffin. All right.
Somebody tell me what's going on. I don't know.
And Oyalakan trying to get it out of where it's stuck at midfield. And GP defense sweeps it off to the left. Looks like number 2 for Scottsdale, putting some pressure on them. Let's see if I have the numbers for the ladies team here. Don't think I do. Yeah, unfortunately we will have to go without the names for the Scottsdale prep team.
Number 16 throws it in for Scottsdale Prep and is passed out by Maddie Foreman, senior Maddie Foreman. Number 10, Diane Scalise takes it out of the backfield. Good passing, give and go with Brianna and Rosie. Threw pass, but to no one. It's too much on that one.
Scalise had a very successful inaugural season last year, playing as a freshman striker mostly, right?
Mostly striker.
And
some midfield too.
I'm guessing she's hoping to follow that up this year as a sophomore.
For club, she plays more defensive end and wing, so she's a just all-around great player. Those are the type of players that you absolutely need. You can put them wherever you need them, and they do a very good job for you. Looks like Claire Cannon again. The throw in. Rosie passes back, but it's out of bounds. One strength that GP has is they have 2 very good left-footed players, so that's fun.
And who's that?
I'm not going to tell you because Scottsdale is listening to this.
All right, yeah. Of course, sure both coaches on both teams are receiving minute-by-minute updates from their analysts in the field, as any intelligent coach would.
Right.
So-
AIA is strong in that regard.
Yes. There's something for all the fans at home. See if you can spot the left-footed players. Who are they're called southpaws if it's hands. Is there something for feet too?
No.
South.
I've never heard that before.
You've never heard
That's
that?
fantastic.
Someone with a left hand is a southpaw? Yeah. All right. Fun fact, GP's own HL drama and erstwhile history teacher Austin Fendler is actually an alumnus of Scottsdale Prep. So,
Oh, I had forgotten about that.
yes,
for a
some
minute.
split loyalties there if he was tuning in tonight. Sure he isn't. And Scottsdale has advanced the ball deep into Griffin territory.
Throw in Glendale Prep.
Big throw too. Was that Cannon on the toss?
I couldn't tell.
Hard to see.
Yeah.
The
I
light
think it was though.
has completely failed at this point. Our game is lit artificially.
All right, very good movement there. Scottsdale Prep. That's a girl to watch. All right, Caitlin Cantor on the outside, cuts back. Incomplete pass. Brianna to Caitlin. Caitlin down the outside, cuts back, passes, returns, but is not able to hold it. Maddie runs down the ball. Zoe's right there with her. Passes back up the outside. Good pass back by Caitlin Cantor. All right, Scottsdale Prep has hit their groove now. Came out a little bit flat, not too bad.
Is this Ayer rushing up here?
Yes, it is.
Rosie on the rush,
Yes.
but the keeper has it. Looks like Scottsdale's fielding a very balanced team, mostly juniors and sophomores, a large amount of freshmen, and a handful of seniors. So similar boat to GP in that case.
Header by Rosie. It's a long way away, but she's chasing it down.
Yeah, she definitely seems to have a height advantage, and long legs means bigger strides, which means getting down the field faster, right?
Most times. Claire is really good at getting the ball up.
It's
to
true.
Rosie.
She's
That's
very precise passing, and she's fast too.
right.
Do we have Chloe Cannon out here tonight?
She's not on varsity tonight.
All right.
I'm guessing Coach will pull some JV as the season goes. You
Mhm.
never know with injuries and other things.
That's right. You'll have to tune in next week to see how the GP roster changes, if it does. Once again, it will be senior night next time we have a home game here on Griffin Sports Network. So make sure you tune in to pay respects to our 3 senior players. Here's Cantor putting the pressure on, and it could be a possible foul on that with the whistle. Otherwise cleared out the back by Scottsdale Prep defense. And it looks like a foul called against GP and Scottsdale, or was that actually just no foul.
No foul.
Just looks like GP touched it last, so goal kick here. Is it? Or is it traditional to be allowed to advance that far on a goal kick? Can you take the goal kick from anywhere in the box? I was under the impression that you could only take goal kicks from within the smaller
Right.
box around the goal. So maybe that was a free
that
kick.
might have been a free kick, yeah.
In any case, it didn't seem to be of much consequence to the play of the game, because here's Cantor again.
Cantor's getting closed down on by 4 defenders every time.
Mm-hmm.
Thing to do at that point is to move the ball back and forth
Right.
a bit. Try and shift their defense and then hit the weak side. They're moving really well together, though, Scottsdale's defense. Ari to Claire.
So if I'm reading the field correctly, is Scottsdale choosing to... Are they playing only 3 defenders right now with some midfielders who drop back, or was there simply a 4th defender who is moving up to midfield a little bit there?
If I'm right, I think the 4th defender's just pushing up.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 defensive.
Ayer with the pressure forces Scottsdale to clear it out the back. Looks like we should see a corner kick from GP now. Looks like number 3 is heading out to the corner. Who is that, Miss Royer?
Number 3, Brianna Cantor.
All right, junior Brianna Cantor, corner kick. Oh, nice shot on goal by number 6. That is Caitlin Cantor, correct?
Yes, it is.
However, stopped by the Scottsdale Prep keeper.
Right. We had a lot of bodies in the box, and that's good.
Yeah, definitely good canter to canter accuracy there.
Diane Scalise passes out all the way to the other side. Let's see if Claire can get it.
Yeah, it looks like they have Scalise at midfield right now.
Yeah, Scalise and Oriolakin are playing defensive mid. 3 in backfield. We've got Ferris, Madeline, Foreman, and Zoe Rich.
And looks like Faith Dupree feeling a bit lonely out in the keeper's box by herself.
I don't think she's complaining though.
Yeah, she hasn't seen. I don't think we've seen any shots on goal yet against Dupree from the Scottsdale side.
That's excellent.
Is she our only keeper this year, or do we have some options?
It looks like she's the only one.
All right, here comes Scottsdale now. Looks like that might have been Foreman, perhaps, who forced them out of bounds.
That's right.
And Dupree's going to defer the goal kick to one of her counterparts on the defense.
Izzy Ferris.
All right, Izzy Ferris. Her brother Joe was the keeper in the previous match.
Excellent kick.
Ball's up in the air a lot, bouncing around, but it looks like Foreman has it grounded. Clears it out the side. Flag waving. Too soon, or some other call, perhaps?
I think it was a bad throw. Might have been.
GP will throw in instead. Big throw there. Another stoppage
moves.
here.
We'll move up the field a bit.
That's Marshall. Another whistle on the play. Looks like some sort of foul called against Scottsdale.
I would guess push from behind.
Push from behind.
It's hard when you're so much bigger than your opponent not to push.
Yeah. Who's taking the kick here?
Let's see, number 10, that's Diane Scalise.
All right.
Clear to the center. All right,
Looks like there might be a downed player here.
They're telling those players, but it's hard to communicate that something's gone wrong.
All right. Well, number 11's back up on her feet.
Scottsdale Prep, number 11.
Yep.
She didn't look hit.
Yeah, hopefully she's all right, whatever it is.
Maybe an ankle.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, it's just good the field is dry because we had the rain earlier this morning, so
Right. No,
at least they aren't playing in adverse conditions.
Right, we haven't seen anybody slipping in the last 2 games.
I think I even saw some dust get kicked up in the boys' game, so that's Arizona. All right, ball's back in action.
Rosie on the outside.
Yep.
And
Shot on goal. Ooh, keeper almost lost it for a second there, but she managed to snag it.
not a
Short punt. See if Cantor picks this up. Out of bounds. And here comes Rich. Oh,
awkward bounce, and Rich isn't able to trap it.
2 balls on the field. Gets headed out by Scottsdale Prep, and Rich will throw in again. There's Oyalakin. Oh, number...
Madeline to the outside. Zoe Rich again goes to Maddie Foreman.
Some pressure from number 4 on the Scottsdale side, supported by number 12. Okay. Foul against GP.
Yeah, Claire Cannon. She's very physical.
Very physical player for sure.
But I don't. I think he's just calling a tight game.
All right. Did we see a change in officials and referees?
Yes.
All right.
So the common thing that referees do is they bring 3, so you have 1 on each side and then 1 in the center, and then they rotate every game.
I see. So the lead referee at center field is a new adjudicator then. Okay. Yeah, it looks like our previous ref is now on the far line. And again, one of the most imposing physical presences on the field. Definitely has a high level of intensity.
And surprisingly fast.
Very fast.
One of the fastest on the field. Bree.
Is that Cannon on the wing over there?
Is.
All right.
Cannon's running a lot. If we can get the back line to connect with the defensive mids, it's going to help out a lot. We need the ball at the feet of Damian and
Squeeze too.
Ari, yeah. A lot there.
Yeah, Scottsdale player rushes to keep it in bounds. Dupree is there, and it is in her hands. Punts. Looks like that's intended for Marshall. Standing at about 20 minutes left in this half, which means we've seen about 20 minutes of play. Based on what we've seen so far, Ms. Roiger, seems like it's really anyone's game at this point. Do you think any team has a possession advantage so far?
I don't think so. We've switched. I think GP came out a lot stronger than Scottsdale Prep.
Sure.
Scottsdale Prep got it together and was possessing well, and now GP looks like they're possessing well. So.
And GP has a couple of more shots on goal, I think. But in terms of spending time in each other's goal areas, it looks very balanced at this point, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means it's going to be a tiring game.
Yeah. So, how much of that is a factor for our soccer players in terms of how much does that affect their ability to perform and score the decrease in or the increase in fatigue throughout the 80-minute game? Is that a big factor for a lot of these players?
I think so, especially early in the season when you've just started. You haven't built up your endurance for an 80-minute soccer game. So I think it does really affect at the beginning of the season. Later on, it's going to be no problem for them.
Right. And they're also playing hindered with masks right now, which is making respiration more difficult. Here's Cantor on a breakaway. Will she shoot? Shot on goal, very accurate, but textbook stop by the keeper there.
I have to say, that is number 25 is Chloe Cannon. She's not on our list, but she is on the field.
Oh, she must have been substituted in at some point.
Yeah.
I must have missed that, yeah.
So both Cannons and
We
both
have
Cantors are on
we've
the
got a
field.
battery of cannons out here.
I've been avoiding that joke,
Oh, yeah?
but you
I
took the
can't
opportunity.
resist. Cade Cannon, also veteran GP boys varsity player, graduated last year,
Yep.
and possibly more cannons in the arsenal coming up, right?
Oh, jeez.
I'm on fire. Don't think I have any. I
Ceasefire.
don't think I have any Cantor jokes here. No. So yeah, if they end up playing in masks for the rest of the season, I'm guessing their endurance is going to be at a higher level than it would otherwise. It's like playing with thin air pressure, right?
I've never played in a mask before, but I can assume so.
Based on my experiences in the classroom, it seems like it would be uncomfortable.
I agree.
Yeah.
You notice the boys slip down a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, we've seen very lax COVID protocols out here on the pitch tonight. Understandable because.
And I don't
yeah.
think unique to our pitch.
No, certainly not.
One more reason to space out on the field.
Right, yeah. Do seem to be getting a little clumped up here at midfield.
And played out by Scottsdale D.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing the coaches talking, but I'm not hearing the girls talk as much.
That's true. I have heard more words of encouragement and imprecation. Not imprecation is the wrong word. Chastisement, perhaps. It's definitely been some exhortation out here from the coaches tonight. But yeah, the girls not as vocal necessarily as the Scottsdale boys team.
There we go, Claire.
Of course, that Scottsdale boys team is simply an older team, more experienced, and we've got two younger teams, not quite as young as the GP boys team, but definitely still losing 6 seniors will really change the personality of the team, right?
Scottsdale is on a breakaway, but
And
it's
Dupree
snatched by Dupree.
Scoops it
Very
up like a
good.
baby, or a bowling ball. I'm not really sure what the better analogy is.
All right, number 23, I think, on the outside.
That's right. And
Deflected
Dupree
by
deflects
Dupree.
it with the glove, and defense sweeps it out of there. Nice little
Well done,
play
yeah.
there. Ball at midfield, and that's kicked out.
Oh,
Oh,
It
did
is
that
still-
land inbounds?
Yeah,
I
it
thought that
went
one might be
straight up
going
and
over to the
down.
horses. So
I know, it looked like that.
yeah.
All right, throw in. Looks like Ferris taking that one. Stop by Scoe's, push back up. Midfielders are getting a little clumped. Ari out to the outside, pass to number 14, who's also not on my roster. I'm gonna get a new roster.
Number 14. Could that
Mikhail
be?
Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, that is Mikhail Rodriguez. She's a sophomore.
She is, yeah.
She played last year on the varsity team as a freshman, and I remember her being on some big plays as a striker.
Right? The end of the season, she really improved last year. Just phenomenal improvement. And then had a very good, solid game this earlier today at 3:30.
That's right, I caught the end of that. And that pass doesn't exactly find its mark because it ends up on the feet of a Scottsdale striker. Defense clears it. There's Marshall. Big kick to somewhere.
She was expecting Claire to be there, but she's drifted over.
Yeah, it looks like, did Ayer try and pick that one up?
She did.
Looks like a sub coming in. Who just went out? Ayer, and who's in now? Number 6, it looks like Cantor must have left the pitch at some point. Looks like both of our girls' teams tonight are fielding a deeper bench than either of the boys' teams were, which will allow them to make more substitutions if necessary.
Maddie up the middle, but to no one. And out of bounds. It'll be a GP throw-in. Out of bounds. Walking up the field. I believe that's Claire Cannon taking the throw. Lots of pressure behind Rosie Ayer. Ferris taking the throw. All right, Claire still got it. I'll sit on the outside.
Fights to get it back, though. Ends up out of bounds.
11 minutes left in the first half.
So we're 30 minutes deep, roughly, and no score, no goals up on the board. Seems like a really balanced game so far.
Both sides are struggling to make connections.
Yeah. It seems
Both
like
teams look very tired.
we've only seen a few shots on goal. And it seems like most of the play has been sort of stuck in midfield, right? Yeah.
Right.
All right, here's Rodriguez.
Brianna Cantor stepping in there. Rosie challenging the ball. No
yep.
call, so
No
keep,
call. Oh,
and
perhaps a little bit of a. Oh, she's
call.
down.
That was a hard hit. It didn't look as bad as it does now.
All right. Stoppage in play here. The clock is stopped.
10 minutes, 13 seconds left.
That
We
was
can't-
Ayer. Was that a clean contact from what you could see up
It
here?
looked okay.
Yeah.
What
I didn't see anything
did you
flagrant, but will the ref decide whether he's going to call a foul or even book Ayer after?
Oh no, he'll just give the ball to Scottsdale.
Okay.
That's
The procedure?
Do you
Okay.
know which girl this is? Did you?
I did not grab the number.
Right.
Yeah.
Scottsdale doesn't have numbers on the front. It's very hard to see all the time. Okay, it is number 16.
All right, she's back on
and
her
she's
feet
on her feet. Good.
and walking unassisted.
I wonder if she hit her head on the way down. Seems she's okay now. Oh, it's going to be a drop ball.
Drop ball here. So Looks like the contact was no foul called on that, no booking. Got a sub coming in here. Looks like number 10 coming in for 23.
Oh, they do have numbers. They're just very small.
And number 24 coming in for our injured player. Tempo from 24.
He gets the ball settled. Pass a through ball to Ariana. No, to Miguel. Sorry. And Rosie through ball.
And that's Caitlin Cantor up there chasing the goalie. Swept out of bounds.
About half the size of the defense there. Maddie Foreman takes the ball, applies pressure, but she's beat.
Cross, but intercepted by GP defense. Dupree, textbook grab. Very good stance there. Their legs closed to prevent the ball from rolling right through.
Big touch, but she's able to handle it. Out to Claire. Claire's up the field, and Scottsdale clears it out. It'll be a GP throw into Rosie again. Claire. Rosie takes control of it, moves it back into the center, beating defender after defender.
Yeah, good physicality there. She uses her height advantage to her advantage, specifically. Yeah. Cleared out the back. Goal kick for Scottsdale. And Scottsdale sneaks by here, passes 3 defenders before it's sent out of bounds and a GP throw-in.
Diane Scalise ended that run. Foreman. Rosie gets the tackle, turns the ball, is headed into space. Through ball, it actually makes it to Claire Cannon, cuts back, passes across.
Rodriguez salvages that one. Cantor coming through. Oilock in the back. Try again.
She's able to turn it.
Striker's trying to reset here, sends it to the back.
Izzy Ferris clears it to the front. Somewhat unexpected pass back.
And it's just been up in the air. Very nice grounding. Was that Scalise on the ball? Yes. Got it under her toe instantly. All right, here they come. Here's Cantor. Here's Ayer. And there was the keeper. Exemplary stop by the Scottsdale Prep keeper there. No fear about taking on those 2 strikers and putting her body between the ball and the goal.
Diane to the outside. And McHale's ready. Passing to the center, but not to anyone specifically.
Oh, it looks like they hit the ref there. Dangers of the job.
the ball but loses it. 17 gets away, but Zoe's fast enough to get it. Again, it's very quiet on the field.
Yeah.
Should be talking more.
Oh, that's right. There are 5 more minutes in this first half here.
And it is still 0-0.
A lot of good plays, but nothing converted into an actual goal.
Right. All GP's shots have been pretty weak.
Yeah, on target, but unfortunately right at the goalie. Yeah. Here's Cantor again, hungry for more, moving very fast.
Cut back.
Good ball control too,
Right.
for that amount of speed. And Oyalakin off the shot, but is straight into a defender.
A defender will feel it.
Yes, I'm glad I'm not on the receiving end of that kick. Scottsdale Prep keeper got it out of there very quickly, and Scottsdale is...
And Diane's shut that down again.
They will throw in, though, about 2/3 of the way down the field. Still waiting for someone to throw it in to appear, I guess. Who will they choose? Oh, correction. Is this perhaps looks like a foul was called, because it looks like they're setting up for a goal kick here.
Free kick.
Free kick, sorry, correction. Yeah. Free kick here.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. That's odd.
Yeah. They are. It is the hardest part of the field for us to see. And just
Gets
a
it.
beautiful catch by Dupree. Good accuracy on that kick, but
No one to follow it up.
yeah, and she probably wanted to get it moving a little faster. Just sailed right into Dupree's arms.
Rosie through pass. Mikhail was not prepared for it. Diane Scalise takes it in the back, passes to Zoe Rich. Zoe Rich up the side to Mikhail again. Mikhail into the center to Rosie. A little bit of a fumble there.
There's Scalise again. Or correction, who's number 2 here?
That's Maddie Foreman.
That's Maddie Foreman. All right, yeah.
Senior. All right, here we go. Claire Cannon. Through pass.
Cantor.
High. Here we go, Cantor.
Outruns the defender. Will she get the shot, though? Left shot.
Passes it back to Rosie.
Ayer.
Rosie shot.
Not enough power.
Not
Ends
enough
up
power.
in the hands of the goal. Keep.
She's on her heels when she receives the ball.
Yeah, I think Cantor made a good choice passing there if she wasn't confident shooting with her left foot. Just wasn't enough time for Ayer to get a good shot off.
Yeah. 2 minutes left in this half. Again, 0-0. It does look like everyone's tired.
How long are these half times? Do they get 15 minutes to recoup before they return to the field? Or is it only a 10-minute break?
I can't remember. Normally, I'm talking to the team in the corner,
Yep.
so I don't pay attention to that clock. Yeah, it's not long. It's not long enough.
Yep.
Although if it's longer, it's cold out here, so they.
It's true.
start
We
to-
do have temperatures falling. Clear Arizona evening tonight. Down to 57 degrees Fahrenheit. It's been a 12-degree drop since the boys' game. Dupree, right at the edge of the box, picks it up. "50 seconds left." Ayer.
Free.
Big shot up the front, but the Scottsdale keeper does have that in their hands. Cantor with the pressure.
Maddie into the middle. It's picked up by Scottsdale Prep. Number 23. Another forward pass, but picked up by
Dupree
Faith.
snags it off
Finally
the
gets
bounce. Not in too much danger there, but always want to have those locked down.
Claire to Dammy.
And that's halftime. The clock stands at 0-0 after 40 minutes of play. The score is also at 0-0, with neither the Scottsdale Prep Spartans nor the Glendale Prep Griffins having the advantage. So not too much to recap, Miss Reuger. Any players' performance stand out to you so far?
I think the movement in the middle has been pretty good. Ari Marshall and Bree Cantor, of course, moving the ball pretty well. There's been a consistent and strong attack, I think, from the left side of the field, which is not usual. Usually the attack comes from the right. But, yeah, Claire on that far side, as well as Rosie being able to maneuver out there, has been really good.
Yeah, and Caitlin Cantor has had a lot of tempo as well.
That's true. She came in on fire. That's good.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing her play soccer. It's always interesting to see how different the players' personalities can be on the field compared to in the classroom. So.
So yeah, I think the biggest thing that the coach is going to be talking to GP about is just putting some gusto behind their shots.
Right.
We're in the right position and they're doing the right things. Just a solid shot, even if it takes you a split second to line up, is better than a weak shot.
And what do you think Scottsdale has done well so far?
They're moving the ball pretty well. Again, they kind of had a slow start, but I think they've been doing pretty well. Not much of an attack. I think what their coach is going to be talking about is connecting from your midfields to your forwards. Your forwards can't mount an attack if the ball is just played too far out in front of them. So connecting the midfield and the forwards is going to be key for them.
All right, good to know. At this moment, with 8 minutes left on the halftime break, we are going to go to commercials. Come back in 8 minutes to see the second half of the game. I'm Mr. Weeb.
And I'm Miss Reuger.
Hello there. I know what you must be thinking. Why does he have all these items? Well, because I'm an avid Griffin fan. This is Griffin Sportsnet, and Mr. Navarrete here, excited to take you away from the action and talk to you a little about something that's on my mind. Students, have you completed your homework? Is there anything you forgot to do? And I don't want you to do it right now because we're about to get back to the action. But remember, do your homework. And keep cheering. Because if I was watching, if I was out there, if I was out there, I mean, refs would say, "Oh, stop the game, who is this guy?" Autographs.
It sounded like someone's watching a game. Are you watching a game in here?
I got a lot to do, so it's not me. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I got a lot going. I got a lot to do, so.
Okay, I'll see if there's someone down here.
Sometimes I wish we didn't have to wear masks. They're so itchy and boring. Wait, what's that sound?
Don't worry, I'm here to help. You can get your very own Griffin mask. Just go ask Mr. Garrison and bring $10. Plus, it helps support Glendale Prep.
That's great, but I don't have any money.
That's disappointing.
Wait, I have 2 nickels and a dime. Now, just how to get those dollars.
Miss Nightgown, that parent communique. I sent it 2 days ago. It's going out today?
Today.
We're going to get it done.
Yes, I'm on it.
I know you have a lot on your plate, but it's important.
Okay, I'll
Do you-
be on that.
I smell popcorn. Do you smell that?
No. Maybe it's your mask.
My mask?
Hey, Mr. Navarrete.
Yeah, what's going on?
Did you get that email with the new observation schedule?
Oh, yeah, I'll check it out right now.
Okay.
Yes, and I'll get right back to you.
All right, great.
All right.
welcome back to the live stream of the Varsity ladies game between the Scottsdale Prep Spartans and the Glendale Prep Griffins. This is our regular season home opener tonight and the first game on record. So right now, not only is the score standing at 0-0, I think both teams' records are at 0-0 right now, right? No wins, no losses. So hard to make any predictions of what will happen in the second half, as both teams will try and reconfigure their strategy to get some goals here. So, Ms. Reuger, if you were helming the GP team right now, what would you be focusing on?
I would be focusing on communication, of course. It seems like with the masks running and everything, they're just not communicating as much as they should. I've heard some of it, but not enough. And then also we've had shots on goal, number of shots on goal,
right.
but none have made any impact. So just being set up for shots and being ready to score, I think, is what we should focus on. Scottsdale Prep had a very good first half. Defensive line, very good, very strong defensive line. Communication, it was average, I think, moving the ball through the center. But yeah, pretty even teams here.
Yeah, very balanced. And
Again, like we said in the first half, we have the list of names for the Spartans, but we don't have names and numbers. So we'll refer them by their jersey number, but we can't tell you who that person is.
Oh, the halftime is up, and it looks like the teams are just starting to re-enter the pitch. With the changed sides, we'll now see the Glendale Prep Griffins in the north half, and the Scottsdale Prep Spartans will be occupying the south half. And since Scottsdale started with possession at the beginning of the game, it looks like we got Caitlin Cantor standing by to kick things off for GP once the whistle blows.
Our own Madame Kanye Pereira's daughter is on the Scottsdale Prep team.
Oh, there's another fun fact.
Yeah.
Another case of divided loyalties.
Rosie out to Ari. Pass straight to Scottsdale Prep.
Yeah, Scottsdale putting the pressure on.
Back to our defense. Up to Rosie. Rosie gets it. Good through pass.
Good
Excellent.
long pass. That's Cannon. But
She
Cannon
tries to
has
cut
the ball
back.
taken away from her by a defender, and interestingly enough, just cleared right out the side. See what Cannon's next move will be as she throws in here.
Cross
Oilakin.
it. Oilakin. No shot.
I don't think we've seen Oilakin that far forward previous in the game.
No, she's
Might have been rotated up to a striker or midfield. She was playing midfield in the last half, right?
Yeah, defensive mid. There's Ari. No one can collect it. Moving to the outside.
It ends up out of bounds for a Scottsdale throw.
Moved by Maddie.
Marshall in the center.
she stays after it.
Mm-hmm.
Got a good pass off to Rosie, back to Marshall, out to
Long
Claire.
pass to, Cannon right there.
Through pass. That works. To Caitlin Cantor.
And
Out to
will
Claire.
Cannon have a shot?
No,
She
but it's
takes
off.
the shot, but this will set up for a corner kick as Scottsdale deflects it out the back. And that's Cannon heading to the flag.
For the corner kick. Bounces
Man.
across and no one's there to
No
collect
joy,
it.
just bounces right out of the zone.
Good movement. Tammy applying pressure, but it's out of bounds. It's going to be a Scottsdale prep throw in. Claire wins the tackle
Some good footwork there.
and a shot.
Shot on goal. Once again, scooped up by the keeper. Scottsdale Prep keeper has been very proactive about positioning herself exactly where the shots are coming through.
All right, number 13 on Scottsdale Prep wins that ball down the sideline.
That's Scalise defending.
It is. It's a good attack by 13 and 24. Scalise throws in. Headed by 24, Scottsdale.
An accurate kick from Scalise out to Ayer, but it ends up getting deflected out of bounds.
Number 13 throws in for Scottsdale Prep but off 24 out of bounds. Ferris is going to take the throw. Bree passes it to the opposite side, just into space. Bree gets the ball again. Off to Ari, to Rosie. Rosie to Claire. Tried to do a give and go, but deflected. And out of bounds.
Once again, the pressure from Cannon persuades the Scottsdale defenders to just clear it out the side. They clearly can tell she's a force to be reckoned with. Here's Marshall.
Slept on a grate. She's fine.
We really ought to cover those up.
We should. All right, Bree. Bree's kind of alone. Our midfielders are not dropping with her. Marshall to Maddie. Maddie out to Zoe. Zoe's going to turn it.
Yeah, it seems like the four defenders were very far up the field just a second ago.
That's normal.
Because they're trying to catch the other people offside if they make a big play, right? Yeah.
Ball through the center. Rosie's there for it.
Good pressure.
And a nice pass out to Caitlin. But she has heavy pressure on her.
Yeah, will she be able to turn it around?
She does. But
But it gets picked up during the pass.
Rosie again. Again to Caitlin. Caitlin.
And
But
I
not
think
enough.
is that going to be a corner kick for GP, or
It
did
is.
that make contact with Cantor
No, I believe it's
on the
corner
bounce
kick.
back? All right.
Yeah.
Another scoring opportunity
Caitlin.
here for Glendale Prep.
Caitlin finds herself on the ground again.
Looks like Scalise is posting up at the flag here for the corner kick.
Excellent choice.
Great form.
Right.
Just looks like no one could get there. Cleared out the side, but it is going to be a GP throw-in. It looks like Cannon's down. Is she all right?
I think she'll be fine. She's tough.
The clock is stopped.
Probably cramping based on what they're doing right now.
Oh, yeah. So, Miss Roiger, how many years do you have on your belt as a soccer player
Oh,
beyond coaching? When did you
I
start
think that's
playing?
advanced math. I don't know if I can count that high.
Right.
I think I started when I was 13.
Okay.
Actually, pretty late start for a soccer player.
So
Played
you
through
played middle school and high school, any college?
4 years of college.
All right. And then 3 years of coaching or 3 years of head coaching?
Three years of varsity, 2 years of middle school before that. So 5 years total at GP.
Mm-hmm.
And then I coached at Arizona Christian University as assistant head coach for a year.
Wow.
Before that.
All right, looks like Cannon's exiting the pitch. Who's coming in for her?
Let's see.
Number 4. Do we have a name for number 4?
Number 4 is Ella Smith.
Ella Smith. Is that
She's
one
a
of our homeschoolers?
Yeah, she's a sophomore homeschooler. Learned a lot last year on JV. I had a good JV game earlier today. I'm a little surprised he put her in, but she has some grit. That's Rosie fighting for the ball. Pass back to Bree. Bree to the center, but there's no one there. I'm not sure whose voice she's passing to.
24 for Scottsdale Prep, trying to break through here. Foul called against Scottsdale Prep. Scalise to take the free kick.
Do you notice what foot she's going to use?
All right, there's one of our lefties, I guess.
All right, there we go.
She's surely ambidextrous foot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scalise has the experience to shoot from both.
Good job.
There's Smith filling in for Cannon. Back to Ayer. Cantor pushing forward if the ball can
Nice
find
little
her.
ball to Dammy.
Yeah, she's
Dammy
see if she
turns
can
it.
push her way out of this one.
Back to, looks like Caitlin.
It looks like
Caitlin.
Cantor. She took a shot, but ends up behind the net.
Right. Too far downfield. All right, not a lot of pressure over there. Just Bree. She's able to shut that down. This half might be a little bit more aggressive than this first half, but I don't think more calls have been made.
That's right, yeah. It seems like we've had a few more fouls, a few more free kicks. No one's gotten carded yet, though, so.
No.
Yep, no bookings.
There's Rosie to Oyalakin, but lost the ball again.
Cleared out the side.
Defense is moving really well. Scottsdale Prep defense. They're moving really well. It seems like they're communicating really well.
Yeah, GP looking for their opportunity to break through. They've managed to keep the ball mostly on the Scottsdale half for the first 10 minutes here, but have not been able to turn it into many shots on goal and certainly no goals themselves. Meanwhile, here's a Scottsdale player trying to break away. She's down. Hopefully she didn't get kicked in the face there. It looked like that was a
Look like it.
close call.
It was just a hard tackle from Maddie Foreman.
Yeah.
She's up. That's good. Scottsdale's definitely got size on the front. Up top.
Free kick awarded to Scottsdale. little bit of a scuffle there at the top of the box.
24 did a good job of trying to pull that together, but Izzy got through.
Yeah, the 19, this is Ferris, right?
Yeah,
Izzy
it
Ferris?
is.
All right.
Senior Izzy Ferris. She has played soccer at GP all through middle school and high school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the previous seniors graduating, I imagine she will be one of the new team leaders.
She is, yeah.
Going forward, yeah. Is she one of our captains today?
She is.
Yeah.
See on her arm?
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that you guys got a little armband. That's good to see.
Looks like all three captains are
Right,
three
'cause
seniors are captains.
Oyalakan is also, or is Oyalakan a captain?
It
Or
looks like it, yeah.
Okay.
And Maddie in the back line.
Foreman, yeah.
There we go. There's Ari, Bree, and Rosie. They're moving the ball really well in the middle. Now they need to get it into an attack. Zoe Rich is on that, but Izzy clears it. Bree's chasing it. All right, now a counterattack by Scottsdale, 23 to 15, I believe.
Yep.
Moving it forward, but Izzy stops the attack.
Yep.
Damilolo with the ball and lots of space. Now she needs somebody to pass it to. Rosie takes over. A through ball to Caitlin.
Yeah, keeper
It's
rushes
just
out
not
to
enough.
snatch it. Yeah.
Right. That's not a strategy that's been working for them. They need to keep going with the give and goes. Try something else.
And Dupree chooses to give that one the boot. Scottsdale with some momentum again.
It's going to be a GP throw-in. Zoe Rich taking the throw-in. I believe Scottsdale Prep's coach, this is his second year taking over for Scottsdale Prep.
Mm-hmm.
Had a bit of an overhaul, not last year, but yeah, the beginning of last year. Different coach, switching things up.
Mm-hmm.
But he was very successful last year. And just a nice guy.
Mm. Yeah, so far it seems to have been in both the gentlemen and the ladies game. Seems to have been very passable sportsmanship on both sides.
Right.
Nothing,
Like that.
no ugly plays. Nothing got out of hand. No yellow cards in either game.
Mm-hmm.
Even though yellow cards are something that are fairly natural to the flow of a regular game. Certainly no red cards. So, definitely good demeanor tonight.
That was a high kick, I believe, on Rosie Air.
All right, so high kick.
No, that was number 4. Ella
Smith. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like kick from the keeper.
Apologize to Rosie for blaming her for that.
She's one of your students, right?
Yeah, she is.
You gotta be extra careful about anything you say.
I know. There's Bree out to number 25, Chloe Cannon. All right, we haven't seen Claire come back on the pitch, so
that's right.
concerning.
She's still either recovering or they're testing out alternate options right now.
All right. Ari in the center. Walked off the ball. Ari again. Pass, but no connection there with Cantor.
Here's Scalise in the back.
To Bree, out to Zoe. And Chloe Cannon can't reach that one. Decent pass from Caitlin Cantor. Scottsdale goal kick.
GP defense scrabbling to pick that one up. Some pressure from Scottsdale.
To the outside. That was Maddie Foreman out too.
Very technical. Good, clean, clear.
I'm surprised that Scottsdale doesn't do more of that, turning the ball in the backfield. They tend to kick it out of bounds. Izzy Ferris with the trap. Meg and Ella Smith pass. Ari with the ball. Scrappy, but knocked over. This is Zoe Rich with the ball. Breeze putting pressure on. Ari has the ball again.
Here she
and
comes
a
up
through
the middle.
ball with Ella. But
Smith a little late, or the path's too far.
yeah, the pass had too much on it.
So what's the procedure here if the score remains 0-0 at the end of regulation time? Do we go to overtime? Do we go to penalty kicks? Or does it get registered in the record as a tie?
This sounds terrible, but it seems like the refs make that call.
All right, so decided on a case-by-case basis here. All right.
I'm really
Anything
not sure.
could happen.
So I didn't go to the AIA coaches reffing meeting, which would announce kind of the procedures of the year.
Right,
so
right.
it does seem to change. At first it was ties would go, and then it seemed like it changed, so.
I always think the most dramatic one is the one that finishes with PKs.
Right.
That's my personal opinion. Not really a fair way to decide what the game was solid.
No.
That was a shot on goal by, I think, Scalise. Nice cross to it, but once again, it ends up right in the hands of the keeper.
It's almost like they're
aiming at either she's really good at being where the ball's going to be, or they're aiming at her. I really can't tell.
All right, to Bree again in the center. Bree has really stood out today. I think she didn't get a lot of time last year, but when she was in, she's just where the ball should be.
She's a workhorse.
Right.
So
anytime you have the ball out there with her, you know that she's going to be in the right spot. So you can almost guess where she's going to be. And she turns the ball and passes so well.
Right.
Looks like they're playing a flatback 4 now.
GP pushes his out for a goal kick.
Scottsdale Prep's defense is solid. That's probably their biggest strength right now. And their goalkeep.
Yeah, goalkeep has had quite a few shots on goal at this point and has standing at a shutout right now. 100% stopping average.
Good pass. The outside, Scottsdale.
Just
25.
Just past the 20-minute mark, which means there are 20 minutes of regulation time left. And we're 3/4 through this game. Scalise clears it out the side.
Glendale prep throw.
Squeeze misses that. 24 goes around, but Squeeze forces the ball back out. Throw in for Scottsdale Prep. Very close to the GP goal here.
This number 16 is good.
She turns and shoots, goes wide.
I'd be curious to know 16 what year she is in
What
school.
year? Yeah, not the majority. Most of the what's the best way to say this? The grade that has the most represented on the Scottsdale team is 10th grade, followed by I want to say 11th grade and then 9th grade. Only a handful of seniors. I might have had 9th grade backwards, but they're a young team too.
Ooh, beautiful turnaround by Rosie.
Here's Oylakin racing the defender for that ball. Gets cleared out the side. Is that Chloe Cannon on throw-in, or?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Chloe's 25. All right, something of a shot there, but not
Sam
much.
kind of fizzled out there near the end of travel. Goal kick for Scottsdale Prep.
Ball is out. It is GP though. Looks like Chloe's taking it again. Give and go with Oylakin. And another GP throw. Oylakin heads into the center. And it's out of bounds again.
Scottsdale finally clears it, hoping to make a big run, but it ends up out of bounds. Scalise stopper.
There's 16 minutes and 24 seconds left. Demilola on the outside. Hard tackle. All right, GP really feeling Claire's absence on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Rosie applying pressure and gets the ball.
Yeah. Even though it seems like there's a lot more defenders now than there were prior.
They're multiplying.
Yeah. Looks like 2 substitutions going on here. Looks like Smith and who's our number 14?
That's Mikhail Rodriguez.
Okay, Smith and Rodriguez going. I didn't even know Rodriguez was on the field right now.
Yeah, she got pulled on.
Some new players on the field now. Marshall has the ball for the throw-in. Here it goes. There's Cannon.
Zoe Rich runs it down, turns it, passes upfield.
Cannon will throw in here.
not a lot of possession going on, a lot of balls in the air.
Yeah. Seems like GP's increasing the tempo, but it's looking a little sloppy. Oh, deflected off the ref.
Not really sure what he was looking at in that moment.
Here's Marshall. See if she can outmaneuver here. Scottsdale clears it.
Ferris passes into the center to Izzy, or to, sorry,
Cannon.
Cannon.
I think that's
Caitlin
Cantor.
has it.
Cannon takes a minor hit. Marshall chasing the ball.
Passes back to Bree. Bree at this point is just passing into space, but her teammates are not moving into space. They're staying put.
Yeah.
There's a lack of momentum.
Yeah, we're about almost nearly 80 minutes deep in this game. So the girls are probably a lot more tired now than when they started. Yeah. Ayer trying to outmaneuver two defenders. Not having a bad time of it either. There's
Calling
Ferris.
for help.
Foreman.
Pass back to Bree.
Nice
Bree
pass into center.
Through ball, and Caitlin's
Cantor.
there, and
Cantor's
a
on.
shot,
Oh, it
but
was
deflected.
on target but deflected. Oh man. Quite exciting.
All right, Ari's still moving the ball. Again, there's no one to pass to for her. All right, excellent. Number 16 moving the ball. Nice pass up the line.
Scalise trying to race 16 to the ball. Clears it out the side.
Maddie and Zoe were behind her.
This will give GP a few seconds to reconstruct their defense, especially given that there's going to be several substitutions. Two new Scottsdale players, and is that Mikhail Rodriguez coming in on the GP side?
Right for Bree Cantor.
All right.
I have to say, these ladies have kept their masks on better than the boys.
Yeah, well, that's high school girls, right? Just a little tendency to attention to detail, conscientiousness, not always seen in the high school boys.
Rosie keeps the ball. Maddie loses the ball, lack of communication there.
Here's Ferris, making good progress. Cleared out the side. She'll throw in. She can keep second ball off the field. All right, up to Oyalakin. Well, that's snatched by a Scottsdale prep.
Midfielder. Number 16 is throwing in for Scottsdale. 23, taken by R.A. Marshall.
Ooh, bit of a push there, no call.
Push back, no call. Oyalakin out to Chloe Cannon.
Good
up
pass.
to
Oh, Cantor wasn't there.
Cantor.
And
Scottsdale goalkeeps, sweeps it up.
good at rushing out to meet those balls that are in the danger zone on the edge of the box. Less than 10 minutes left in regulation time.
The ball hasn't been close house to faith, though, on this side.
It's true. This game has been, in the second half, very focused in the Scottsdale prep end. Spent a lot of time in Spartan territory. Dupree looking a little lonely out there all by herself.
Good ball movement. Some good passes by Scottsdale prep. Throw in Glendale prep. Found its way to Rosie Air. And a forward pass.
Looks like that was intended for Cantor. GP to throw in down here. Could be Cannon.
Oh, and
Ooh.
push from behind on.
And what remains to be seen is that inside or outside the box?
Looks like Rosie Air. She's up on her feet, though.
It looks like it's just shy of the box, which means there will be a free kick. But this is quite close to the goal.
Yeah, he's walking the ball.
Oh.
And they're
so
getting out of the box. It is
all
a
right,
penalty
so
kick.
that was in the box.
Well done.
Now GP simply has to select, and it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, they're putting their usual shooter, Scalise,
Right.
on deck, hoping to raise the goals by one here. Scalise has done this frequently in the past, so see if she can deliver now. Definitely 7 minutes remaining in regulation time. This could change the entire game.
And it's in.
A textbook shot right to the corner, just out of the grasp of the keeper. That is one goal for the Glendale Prep Griffins, delivered by sophomore Diane Scalise, number 10. I've seen that been done before.
7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Rosie is getting subbed off. She
definitely put the work in today,
Right,
for sure.
right.
And now GP will have to maintain the pressure and tempo and not slack off and rest on their laurels here with only a 1-goal lead.
7 minutes left.
Anything can happen in even 1 minute, so.
We saw that in the boys' game.
We've seen it. Well, yeah, yeah, for sure. Do you think GP will alter their play style to be a bit more conservative, or do you think they're going to keep putting on the pressure in the belief that sometimes the best offense is, or best defense is a good offense? What would you call here?
I don't think they're going to change anything.
Just keep pushing?
Right.
Yeah. It's been working just fine for the last 84 minutes.
Right.
So
the trick is that you lost Rosie and Claire, which are
2 drivers in this game for sure. Yep.
Sure. So the biggest thing is just you can't have any holes.
Yeah, no mistakes now.
And Maddie runs that ball down, takes it to the outside. Off Scottsdale prep.
GP does have in reserve, all 3 of their seniors are, well, it looks like Oyalakins higher up in the midfield, but they do have Foreman and Ferris on defense where they've been all game, so don't expect to see a sudden failure of the defensive line here.
Good pass, smart pass out to 14, Mikhail Rodriguez. It does go wide and out. All right, Scottsdale prep. Throw in.
5 minutes remaining.
They're making an exciting game all the way to the end.
Looks like a pushing, shoving call. What do we got here? Foul called against GP.
Yeah, Brianna Cantor.
And number 23 will take the free kick. Looks like it was a little shorter than intended.
May have clipped to the ground on that kick. GP is struggling to connect passes. This is usually the time when talking goes down. Everyone's tired, out of breath. Good pressure by Maddie.
Oh, here comes 23, hoping to make her big shot. She does, and
Faith grabs it.
very nice stopping by Faith Dupree, GP keeper. I honestly think that would have gone wide anyway, but you don't want to take that risk for sure. She made the right choice there.
Mario to Bree, Bree to Caitlin. Caitlin turns it beautifully.
Here's Caitlin Cantor again, still putting the pressure on.
Caitlin Cantor is a huge surprise.
Yeah, she's just pushing the whole game, and
Right.
I think she still wants to get a goal in the last 3 minutes. It's exactly what she should want.
24 Scottsdale is taking
A
a
down
moment to
player
get up.
here. Clock is stopped, but she is back on her feet.
Left in the game.
All right, Scottsdale hoping to equalize in the last 3 minutes.
So the ref is explaining to 24 that they stopped the clock, so she has to sub off.
Oh, is that an AIA rule or a soccer rule?
Yes.
It's a rule. All right.
It's a rule.
The ref enforced it, so it's a rule, right? All right. Who's coming on for her? Looks like number 11 or 17. I have
17,
pretty
yeah.
bad eyes. So.
I know. I wonder if they'll give us opera glasses for the next
Well,
one.
I'm bringing binoculars next time.
All right.
Maybe if the game's going to be a little earlier in the day so I can actually see the light of the sun would be good too. Not really an option with our busy schedule. All right, here's Cantor, always with the pressure. And did that kick get, or did that throw get awarded to GP? It did. All right, so GP to throw in. Here we go.
Rita. And that's Rosie. Rosie's back in.
Rosie's back. All right.
That's good. Cannon into the center.
No one there. Cantor.
There's
Marshall. Cannon again. Passes to
Rosie.
Oh wow.
Beautiful.
And that
Yes.
is it any more beautiful than that? Just a nice cross to the upper right corner. That was Rosie Air, freshman Rosie Air. Score now standing at 2 Griffins, 0 Spartans.
That was nice.
Very nice.
Very calm.
Very
just
nice, yeah.
Good shot on goal.
Wish we had the instant replay for that.
One minute, 52 seconds left. Right, that was off number 23, Scottsdale. Izzy throws in. Trapped by 16. Nice pass to 24. Izzy heads it out of bounds.
Scalise pushes that throw out of bounds. 23 trying to find a striker. A lot of GP players here in the backfield.
Leaving just Caitlin up front, but that's actually enough because she gets it to her sister Bree,
Yep,
who gives it back to her.
yep. We got both Cantors moving down the field.
On the other side, you got Rosie. Just
Cantering down the field, if you will.
No,
You won't?
I don't will.
Okay.
I don't will that.
Cantor the Elder gets a shot on goal, but it's stopped by the Scottsdale keeper. Some sort of foul called, perhaps.
Looks like on Maddie Foreman, but
Yeah.
she denies it. Doesn't matter. Free kick.
25 seconds left on the clock. Scottsdale still with the possibility to get at least one in here. And Cannon clears it.
Rosie gets the ball in the center, passes it to Bree, and that's game.
And that is game. Full time with the final score standing at 2 goals for the Glendale Prep Griffins Lady Varsity and 0 for Scottsdale Prep Spartans. So give us the recap on scoring, Miss Roiger.
All right, about 7 minutes into the second half, Diane Scalise off of a penalty. Rosie Eyre was taken down in the penalty box. Diane Scalise had a penalty kick and put it away, just nice and tight in the right-hand corner.
Yeah, low to the ground, just out of reach.
Perfect shot. And then 5 minutes to the end of the second half, Rosie Eyre picks up her head, scopes the goal, and just nice chip right into the back right-hand corner. Beautiful shot. So 2-0.
Right. So who would you, if you had to name a player of the game on each side, who would you put forward as who you thought you saw just an exemplary performance from?
Now that's tough for Scottsdale Prep. The goalkeep looked
I also already thought I would
Yeah.
nominate the goalkeep for Scottsdale Prep Player of the Game. Really solid performance.
yeah,
A lot of stopping, great situational awareness, no fear about charging out of the box and stopping the ball. And for about 85 minutes, she kept it shut out.
right. Yeah, and she commanded her defense really well. I think they moved at her command well.
All right. So how about on the GP side? I think a couple of great nominees.
Right.
Amazing plays from, of course, from Ayer, and really impressed with Caitlin Cantor's tempo.
Right.
Back up by Brianna Cantor.
Right.
Of course, Claire Canton. And
Absolutely.
can't forget about Ari Marshall either. But if you had to pick one, Miss Roiger.
I think Rosie. I mean, Rosie's aggression in the box drew the foul and got the penalty shot, and then also her chip. I mean, she played the whole field, did an excellent job, and just kept the attack going. So I definitely would say Rosie.
Yeah. I think I would nominate Caitlin Cantor for her bravado. Just always on the ball, always moving downfield. So,
And I think we're just going to see more from her.
I think it's going to be a great season.
Yeah.
So, as always, for all of you who have tuned in to watch this live broadcast, don't forget to like and subscribe. Miss Roiger and I don't have a Patreon you can donate to, but I'm sure you can find some way to, going off script here. But you don't need to give us anything. We do this because we love our students. But do like and subscribe to Griffin Sportsnet, and don't forget to tune into all of our future games, not only varsity soccer, JV soccer, but anything in terms of basketball and whatever other sporting events may be coming up. So if you like and subscribe, you will be able to be notified when those events are live. You can always catch them later. The recordings do go up. So if you're unable to watch live, make sure you go and check out at least the highlights at a later date. Anything else to say before we call it a night, Miss Roiger?
Nope. This has been fun. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
I'm Miss Roiger.
And I'm Mr. Weeb. Have a great night.